what's going on, guys? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? We got Connor Rush in the audience. What's going on, Connor Rush? If you're here, check in. Let us know that you're here, so that we can communicate and chat and talk and interact. If you guys are happen to be watching it on a replay, hello from the past. All right. Anyways, let's get started. We got the quote of the day. Quote of the day is "Get every rebound." Now, I don't know what's going on in this picture up here. I'm not quite sure what's going on up there, but I really believe in that statement. I get every rebound. Through my years of playing basketball, I went from being what did I start with? I went from being a non-basketball player when I was like in first, second, third, and fourth grade to I think my fourth grade year I started playing. And I was like, I guess a scorer, but that was only because I could dribble the ball. And I went around everybody and threw up bricks. And then I made a couple of layups a game, and they were like, "You're so great at scoring." And I was like, "Am I?" But then I became a passer. And I love passing so much because of Magic Johnson, all the trick passes. And like when you passed, I noticed that like basically everyone let you run the game. All right. Not only was it really fun to pass, and I felt like I was giving to people, but they basically made you the center of attention because everyone wanted you to have the ball. It was great. All right. And then, like, everyone wants you to have the ball because they're getting it. And then everyone's giving you props for throwing these, like, awesome things. And then it was, like, so much less pressure. I was like, I don't have to make anything. It was cool. All right. Like, let them practice shooting. Just let me pass. That's amazing. But then as I got older, I started realizing that there was a bigger thing. And I think that was when I first saw, like, Dennis Rodman do it. I think around ninth grade or so, I decided that rebounding was, like, my deal. I loved passing. I scored a lot. I tried to be good at defense. But rebounding, that was the deal. And I felt like if you could get rebounds, I just felt like, that meant that you were, like, tough. That you were the real deal. It's the NBA 2K Rebound Hall of Fame badge. Oh, thank you very much. I did not know that. See how old I am? I mean, I don't even know what NBA 2K is. I assume it's a Pokemon. Is it a Pokemon character? I don't know. I don't know these things. All right. And I think a dude getting a rebound, yes. All right, well, congratulations to any of you playing NBA 2K out there and accidentally came over to our channel. We really appreciate you coming over. And we are here to get every rebound as well. All right, because rebounding does matter a great deal. And once I became a coach, I started realizing that rebounding was actually more important than like every other aspect of basketball besides scoring. Like, it's more important than defense, basically. It's, like, slightly more important than defense. It's more important than steals, blocks, everything, because, like, if you give up a rebound, you might as well not even play offense. You didn't have a chance to even make a turnover. You just gave them the ball at point-blank range, all right? Giving up a rebound is, like, the worst thing in the entire world. So the other way to say it is getting a rebound is the worst thing that the other team can do. John, it's a Pokemon. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ben Kaufman. It's a Pokemon. I knew it was a Pokemon. You think I'm that old? You see a few wrinkles in my forehead, man. Doesn't mean that I don't know my stuff, okay? I'm hip to the jive. I'm the bee's knees. All right, what's up, Noah Massath? All right, so yeah, get every rebound. And I think the key word in here is not the key word that you think. It's not rebound. You see how that's highlighted? All right, and I mean, some people think that is rebound. So the coach just screams rebound, and you turn around and box out the wrong way, right? Instead of boxing out right there, rebound. All right, and of course it's not get, even though that's the action verb, right? No, it's every rebound. Like, be as selfish with rebounds as you possibly can. If you are gonna keep track of your stats and be one of those guys that I know, like Blake Bastani out there, all right, who knows exactly how many points he scores a game. All right, funny story about this. It wasn't Blake, but it was. Oh man, I'm forgetting names, but I really shouldn't call him out like this. But oh man, dang it! I have so many new names in my head. Help me out, Finn. Who's the little kid on our team the blonde kid who likes to jack up a whole bunch of shots. He was like a 5th grader playing with the 8th graders too. Jacked up shots all the time. Anyways, this kid, he's from like a different town too. He would drive over, but his parents were great. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot his name. I do not just forget names like that. But anyways, this guy, my first game ever coaching him, he goes out there and we're like, we almost never like beat teams because I always put us like, higher grade levels. But this one time, this older team just wasn't good enough to keep up with us. So we were smacking them by like, I don't know, like 35, something like that. Yes, Cameron. Thank you, Cam Ferris. All right. And Cam goes out there and he's doing well in the game. And then we come in at halftime. We're up by like, honestly, like 28 points. I don't know, something like that. And then Cam just starts going to himself. He starts going, 18 points, 18 points. And I'm like, 18 points? I think we're up by more than that. And I kind of glanced and I was like, wait a minute. Cam, are you saying that you have 18 points? And he's like, yeah, 18 points. And I was like, no way in hell. And I made him sit for like the next like 5 minutes of the game. And it's like, don't you ever count your points, especially out loud like that. That is the craziest thing I've ever heard. It's so selfish. It's ridiculous. It shouldn't matter who gets the points. It shouldn't matter who gets the assists. It shouldn't matter who gets whatever. But you can count your rebounds. If you want to count your stats, you count your rebounds, especially your offensive rebounds. Get every single one. All right? Every single one. I don't care if you like tattoo it on your arm or scrawl it into your arm with blood. I mean, you go for every rebound and you can brag about it till the cows come home. All right? Get every rebound. That's all I had to say about that. Was that a lot I had to say about that? Probably. I don't care. All right. Anyways, let's move on to the trivia question of the day. I know we're starting up early here. It's a random one. All right. Random trivia question of the day. I like the last two trivia questions ago about the Pearl Jam having their original name as Mookie Blaylock. That was the most interesting thing I found out through this whole trivia mess so far. All right. I need to start counting my fouls. No. You can actually count your fouls. Here, I got another story for you since you're talking about counting fouls. All right, there's this guy, these two guys. They're named Damon Stoudemire and Tyus Edney. They're two NBA guards, okay? They're both point guards, but Tyus Edney was like about 5'10". Damon Stoudemire, same height basically. But they were eventually NBA guards. One played for the Toronto Raptors. But they both were like legends in college, okay? Before they played in college, they played in the AAU circuit. And they played against this guy named Ray Jackson, who played for the Colorado All-Star team, okay? And they had a few guys on their team. Actually, a couple of guys from the Colorado team made the NBA too. But this guy, Ray, didn't. He went up playing football, though, all right, in the NFL, all right? This Colorado team... with I think it was like Pat Garrity was on the team. I'm not quite sure all the players, but yeah, there was a few good players on the team. It was before Chauncey. All right, this team was second place. Okay, sorry, not second place, but they came in. They made it to the AAU Nationals championship game, and they're not supposed to win this game. It's against these two future NBA guys, like they're big time players. Damon Stoudemire and Tyus Edney, and then. Ray Jackson is there, and he's like the worst one in the starting five because he's mainly a football player. Well, the first play, Tyus Edney comes down the lane and crosses up two people, and then zooms down the lane. Ray Jackson goes up to him and just boom hits him in the chest and just drops him, and immediately sticks out his hand and picks him up like immediately, so he wouldn't get like a technical foul or anything, and then picked him up and then whispered to him, "I have 4 more of those. Don't come back in here." And I don't know exactly what happened, but I do know that Colorado won the AAU Nationals that year. All right. So I'm not telling you to do that, but I'm not telling you to do that. Anyways, moving on. We got, where am I? With our elementary stuff. I keep getting 3 fouls and then no more. Can't be in foul trouble, man. All right. We got 101 Cutthroat. All right. If you can find someone to play against, I don't care if it's your mom, you find that person to play against. That post the stuff. Finn used to post videos of him and his dad playing 1-on-1. Have those times passed? Have you gotten too good for him, Finn? End of play scenario, 180 to tangent. All right, we have an end of play scenario that we do for our team. But every team should have an end of play scenario that they do for their team. So that if there's like 10 seconds left, you don't have to call a timeout now. Or if like the shot clock's running down, you can go to this play. For us, it's a handoff to a high double screen. All right. And how we do it, just so you can see it. I mean, if you're wondering if you can keep track of this, I don't even know if you can, but you can try. All right. So here's what we have right here. So we have. It's a handoff to a double on-ball screen. All right, so we will have the point guard right there, this guy right there. Let's just put the defense off for a second. Doesn't matter. All right, and these two guys down low. All right, so for us, it's the handoff. This is 180. We're going to hand the ball off by dribbling right here. He's going to fake down and then come off to get the ball. All right, as soon as he gets the ball, these two guys are going to sprint up and surprise them with a double pick like this. He's going to come off the double pick as these two guys come down to the corner. And this is just our play called tangent, all right, where it's two people screening. We're going like this, coming back out like that, just surveying. These two guys split and then set a back screen like that. And then we step out, and then he has all the options in the world. All right? So that's just 180 to tangent. That's what we do whenever we are down to 8 seconds left, or we need some kind of quick point, or if we're like screwed up in our offense and the shot clock's running down or something like that. All right? I would be willing to, I would be pulling from the logo, trying to stay away from him. Oh, exactly, right? That reminds me of a girl who slapped the guy in the face, but I wasn't there. Oh yeah, that girl was my stepdaughter. That's a crazy story too. You know what? Since I'm telling stories, I might as well tell that one too. Hey, these stories are funny because it is a little outlandish, and if you hit the wrong person, you're gonna get hit back. So you got to realize that too, okay? But yes, when we played 1-on-1 at the end of practice, Samantha, my stepdaughter, she was playing against an older boy, Joey Carrillo. I'm going to say his name. I'm going to say his name until the day I die. All right. Joey Carrillo is playing against a 6th or 7th grade girl, and he's an 8th grade boy. And she plays him 1-on-1, and he's probably better than her at this time. And he tries to go around her, and she just fouled the crap out of him, just hit him in the face. And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "That's a foul." And I never call fouls in those post-workout 1-on-1 things. I never call fouls. But I called a foul right here, probably because she was my stepdaughter, and I was mad at her. I was like, "Why would you just hit someone like that? That's crazy." So I said, "Check it back up." And he took the ball back, tries to go around her again. She slaps him again. And I was like, "That's a foul. You can't do that." I'm screaming at her, okay? So we give the ball back to him. In tears, he looks down and just hands her the ball. And then she takes it and goes in for a layup. And it was the craziest thing ever because I was like, I guess she won. I don't know what to say. So, yeah. Hey, sometimes you get hit back, sometimes you don't. So if you're willing to gamble, maybe. Tangent is amazing if you have a guy that's good at getting through the defense, around the screen, and then back around. It's good if you have someone who can pass over a screen or a person who can elude two defenders enough to pass around the screen. All right? You don't need to be that special to be able to do it, but you guys should all become that special. So let's get better at that if we can. Again, like I said before, sorry about that. I tried to go to trivia, but I didn't. All right, let's finish up the elementary stuff real quick. All right, double the post on the dribble. You want to wait. As the postman dribbles, don't come and double him right away. At the same time, don't let him take 3 dribbles and just score on our small guy. All right, you want to wait and prepare, and wait until the big man dribbles the ball once. Then we have the weak side guy coming over and people covering down. You also don't don't double from right in front of his face either, because that's a really easy pass to pass back out. And if this guy dribbles and sees you and passes across the court, he's just a special player, and we're probably playing against a future NBA guy. So as he dribbles that ball, you come in and stick your hand in there and take it. And we actually practice this during our Tuesdays and Thursday team practices. So heads up for that, but that's our rule. You don't go until he dribbles the ball. All right. The next one is back to the sideline, outlet passes. All right. Make sure that you sprint to the sideline, that you put your butt to the sideline as well, so you can see up and down the court, so that they can pass to you. Once you catch it, take a huge first step and a huge first dribble if there's no one open, and then you sprint down the court. All right. So we will also practice our outlet passes. Miss free throws on purpose when we need to score. If we're down by one, nope, we don't need to miss the free throw, because we would rather take the tie. If we're down by two, well, now you're talking. All right. If we're down by two with just like 5 or less seconds left, now we need to maybe miss a shot, because if we do make it, have to foul them, we're on the other side of the court. That's not very, very good. All right. If it ever comes down to this and we're down by 2 or so, we're going to try to miss the ball. I would say high bank shot off the right or the left side of the rim, all right, depending on what hand that you are. If you're right-handed, aim for the right slightly, because if you aim across the basket, it might go in, all right? And then if you're down by 2, or especially with like 3 seconds left, everyone should be crashing, all 5 players. However, if you're down by 3 and you miss that shot, you need at least one person to stay out. So pick the designated person, so when you get the rebound, you pass back out. If you're down by 2 and you get the rebound, you're not even going for the layup. You're going for a layup, but you're going to try to get fouled. You're gonna if you get the rebound, you try to hit someone. And what I would say, if I were you, if they got the offensive rebound, 1, I'm mad that they got it, right? That's the worst play to give up. But 2, you need to not foul them. Whoa. Whatever you can do not foul them. If we're up by like 2, do not foul them, right? You try to avoid it. So if someone's jabbing right at you, even by my own rules, I would say move. Make him miss that shot. So for you guys, go right at someone's face. They should move and then make the layup to tie the game. All right. Last one is 10 plus seconds down by 3 with free throws. Again, if we're down by 3 with 10 plus seconds, so let's say 14 seconds on the clock, we want to make both of our free throws. And since there's more than 10 seconds left, we don't need to foul them. All right. They have to cross by half court, and if they don't, they're going to give us the ball back. But what you can do is pretend like you're going to foul them, and just start screaming like, hands up, get him, and just don't even touch them, because they sometimes will just hold the ball, assuming that you're going to foul them. All right, that's the best play in this scenario. So if you guys can remember that in the games, let's do that. All right, because if you make both free throws, you're down by 1 or down by 2, dude, don't foul them. If you're down by 3, there's no time to play that game. You foul immediately. All right, I was practicing missing free throws, and I tried just throwing it off the front of the rim, and it came back to me, but I think it's better if the ball goes to someone other than the shooter, because the shooter can't move right away. I would say you're right, but I have seen Mark Price from the Cleveland Cavaliers in the 80s. He was a 94% free throw shooter. He gets to the line. I don't think it was toward the end. It was kind of toward the end. It was weird. And he goes like this and bounces the ball once instead of his normal like 3 times, and then just threw the ball off the front of the rim, gets it back, scores the layup before anyone crossed the line, because everyone was used to him making every free throw. But he's also pretty good. He got it right off the rim. I would not chance it like that. I would do it like a onside kick in football and make sure that the ball hits something like the backboard to buy more time, hit the rim, bounce up to buy even more time, and then the longer the ball stays in the air, the more it becomes a jump ball. You want a jump ball situation to make it like 50-50. All right. Then when the ball hits the rim, you can move. Exactly. What you don't want to do, guys, you don't want to be like, I'm just calling out names all day long. You don't want to be like Michaela Coles, all right, from St. Mary's. You can look up her stats, look up her picture. I don't care. Michaela Coles, one of her first college games ever, we were down by 2, and the coach asked her to miss a free throw on purpose. And she goes like this, looks both ways, like trying to be sneaky, takes the ball and just chucks it off the backboard and gets it back to her hands and looks to shoot it. And they were like, violation. You're not allowed to do that. And she was like, what? This is a college basketball player who didn't know you have to hit the rim. Don't forget that. You have to hit the rim. Sorry, Michaela, if you're out there. My bad. All right. Let's check the homework. No, let's go to the trivia, like as promised. All right, for the trivia question of the day is, I don't even know if that's true anymore. I don't even know if that's real anymore. All right, and then let me see. Oh, this is a crazy one. Okay, here we go. All right, this is actually pretty hard. I don't know how you're gonna find it out, but the first one to put the answer wins. All right, even though Finn's already won for the month, let's see if someone can get it. All right, which NBA player averaged 31.6 points a game during his rookie season? That's pretty crazy as it is, but that exact number during his rookie season, I'm not sure if it's the highest for a rookie, but yep, it's one of the highest, I'm sure. Which of the following NBA players, which NBA player averaged 31.6 points a game his rookie season? Who was it? I don't even know who this is. Who is it? Really? Wow. Some of you guys, I've heard of this guy. Chances are you guys have never heard of this dude. All right. What's the answer? Let me know, and I will move on. Let's check our homework for the day. What's our homework looking like? Got Connor Rush posting stuff. Connor, are you feeling not sick anymore? Dude, Finn Kaufman is murdering it. Oh my God. Walt Bellamy is the answer. Walt Bellamy, whoever that is the answer. His Google skills are just ridiculous. Connor Rush, you lost, buddy. You lost by a lot. It was not even close. But you have been posting the homework, and great job with that. Where's the other homework? Noah Masseth, everyone else? Where y'all at? We're out a little bit late with that, Noah. But it's okay. You still got it. Post the homework. Let me know if you guys are getting better. We got to start this up. All right, planks to push-ups. I like that, Noah. I see you with the jump ropes. Great job with the hurdles as well. All right, and good job, John, right there. Okay, John's posting homework too. Oh, is that me? Yeah, it's all right. We're all posting. So me, Noah, Noah, Connor, and I are already posting homework. Good job, guys. All right, moving on. We got our commercial. Finn is such a trash talker, dude. Anyway, yes, if you get hurt, go to Synapse. It's right by the Westminster Promenade. We'll get them involved sooner or later with this stuff. Once we get people in our program, more and more people. We need more people. All right. Did Derek's post? Little Derek Jr. did not post yet. Where you at, Derek Jr.? Y'all know if I made it negative consequences for not posting, everybody will start posting. I just haven't done that yet. All right, let's see what's next. We got the middle school stuff right here. Swoop layup chase. All right, this is a great warm up drill for people. All right, and the better that we get, this will be able to tell for how good we are on offense. Just being able to make an actual full-fledged layup. Going full speed, slapping the ball high, finishing like that with the defender coming over to rotate. It also tells you how good we are on defense if we can rotate fast enough so that we can get all the way to the corner and still be bothersome for the offensive player coming in. All right, athletic rebound and putback, catching the ball off the backboard one-handed to two, making sure that we are 45 degrees from the basket, shooting that shot back up and in, meeting the post on the fast break, hitting them early so that they can't post us up close to the basket. All out deny great players. That means just focusing on just their chest, and you just ace that dude out for the entire game. Miss free throw on purpose during a late game situation with the lead. Sometimes you miss the free throw on purpose so that they have the ball full court as opposed to being able to call timeout. Very, very different than what we described before. And then 10 plus seconds down by 3, baseline out of bounds. If we have more than 10 seconds, we do not need to score right away as a three-pointer. We can score 2 or even get fouled. So we shouldn't be like overzealous about shooting the threes in that particular point in time. For our high school stuff, We got 1-on-1, 5 seconds from half, 3-on-3, no dribbles, post positioning on the swing, which is a great defensive workout. We learned that in college, but I teach it to you guys as early as first grade. Who cares? Unintentional, intentional foul, fouls with fouls to give, and up by 5 with 5 minutes left. Let's finish up with the story of the day. You know what? No, I wanted to talk about unintentional, intentional fouls. If we need a foul at the end of games, you can't be screaming foul, 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 and then punch him in the face. You can't do that. Although as we all want to, especially when the ref doesn't call the foul the first time, I'm still mad about those refs that did that to me the other month. All right, but yes, you can tell the ref beforehand we're going to foul them so that they understand, and then I guess you can't scream foul anymore because that makes it intentional. But you want to grab their arms to make sure that they can't move without injuring them. All right, but make sure that it's a definite foul as opposed to just brushing their hand. All right, and we do this whenever we want to get into the foul situation, like we don't have enough fouls to give, so we can stop the clock at the end of the game, or we do it to put them on the line to gamble in case we are down by a certain number of points. All right, let's finish up here with what was our picture of the day, real quick. Picture of the day is ISO Joe and the whole bunch of people coming back in the NBA. It is getting exciting. I don't know. I seriously don't know who's next. All right, Isaiah Thomas is back. ISO Joe is back. Joe Johnson. They might give me a call. So if y'all don't see me one day, it's because I'm back in the NBA because they have COVID protocols going out the yin-yang, and they're bringing everyone back, and it's amazing how many people are coming back. But it's a very, very interesting time in the NBA. They did make the protocol session shorter, so now it's 6 days, but it's so interesting in the NBA right now. They're going to continue this thing going on and on and on. So we're going to see where it goes from here, and it's getting exciting. But anyways, let's finish up with the story of the day. Watch it. For a leader, being on a team is twofold. It's being a player, but also being a coach. Leaders must be close enough to relate to everyone on the team, but also far enough ahead to properly motivate them. All right, so if you heard that carefully, all right, leaders must be close enough to their teammates to relate to them, but far enough away so they can motivate them. All right, so a great leader has to be a player and a coach. Those are two separate things. And then if you're just a regular player who has only practiced as much as everyone else has, and you're only a regular player and you only know the plays as much as everyone else does, you're only a regular player and you get affected by, let's say, the coach screaming at you like the regular players do, you can't play both roles. You have no time in your mind to think about both roles like that. You have to be the player and the coach. So that means that the plays have to come automatic. That means that the crowd cheering and going on crazy has to be out of your mind. Because you have the 10th player on your team to worry about because it's his first time coming in a game and he's nervous. You got to talk to him. You got the second best player on your team. He's struggling, and you got to pick him up because he got benched. Because he's going to come back in the fourth quarter and help you out. You got to focus on that. You have to not get mad when the coach screams at you because you also have to be the coach's vocal piece out on the court and may have to scream at someone else the same way because they didn't respond when you said it normally, right? You tried to inspire them positively, but they didn't hear that because they're not from that kind of family and they need to be yelled at, and you figured that out, right? So for you to be a player and a coach, you have to be at a different level than the other players. Your skill level has to be down pat so you can dribble the ball and also look up, all right? So you can make a free throw without paying so much attention to it because literally you have to pay attention to see if your correct rebounders are in there or if everyone's matched up on defense. While you're shooting a free throw, you have to worry about that. So for a true leader, which you guys should all want to be because anyone in college, I would say anyone in D1 history maybe, when they were in high school, they were their team's leader by far. So if you're like, well, I'm in high school, I'm not my team's leader, but my goal is to make the NBA, you're lying to yourself. All right. So you want to be the leader, and you don't have to be the leading scorer, leading assist guy, leader, whatever. But it's a person who can be a player and the coach. Relate to all the players, but be enough ahead of them so you can also motivate your teammates. All right. Let's check the comment section. What do we have here? I saw Derek's post too. All right, we got Derek's post. You guys are good then. Two of Noah's OP teammates are someone else. I have posterized real life. I do not know what you're talking about. I don't know what any of you guys are talking about, but yes. Anyways, don't forget, keep working, guys. Great job. And what else was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the quote of the day. Don't forget the quote of the day was get every rebound. Every rebound. All right, you guys. Thanks for showing up. Keep working, keep working. We don't start again for like about a week. Sucks. But make sure that you work out in the meantime. And then also we have Tuesdays and Thursdays coming up here. Hyped for those. All right, the team practices. All right, for the first team practice, we will be bringing all the gear. So get ready to get geared up. Yo, I remember Gear Day being the best day in the world. All right, so I'll talk to y'all soon. Reese's Pieces, everybody. Take the most amazingly talented team of 12 players in the country right now. If they replace the worst player on their roster with you, and you would be inspired to work harder than you are now because of the opportunity, then the fact you aren't working that hard now is one of the reasons you can't make that team in the first place.